I, 36 meters, don't know where to start. I'm on a roller coaster but mainly feel just numb. My wife 34F and I have been together for 14 years, married for 7 of them. We have 2 wonderful daughters ages 4 and 2.5. Last week my wife started going back to school. She has been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. I met her when she moved to my state and we just connected. Last week she told me she changed the pin on her phone because she was going to start keeping a diary/journal on it, and because of her past family experiences she needed to keep it private. She had a very abusive childhood that she credits me for helping escape. I told her this made me uncomfortable as it felt like she didn't trust me. I begrudgingly accepted her explanation, but it never sat right with me. I stated noticing that her phone started to never be left alone, and if I came into the room she would always turn it off and put it in her pocket and shield my view. Last Friday we were supposed to work out, but when I was reading to my daughters I drifted off to sleep. When I woke up 30 minutes later she was gone. Said she went to a ramen shop with her friend. It was 8 p.m. All these things were in my head all Saturday, and my gut was telling me something was wrong, along with the fact my eldest daughter told me that she had met my friend in the store with the backwards hat and then said, "Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell you that." So last night I confronted my wife. I asked if she was having an affair and I asked her to show me her phone. After some denial she told me that she didn't love me as a partner anymore and that she only loved me as the father of our daughters. And that she has never fully loved me. Because whatever we felt for each other when we met, she felt 10,000x for a guy she was with when she was 17 in her home state and still feels for him. So she has never been fully in love with me. She has been in contact with him, which is why she hid her phone. And telling him how she resents me and doesn't love me and how she feels trapped as a stay-at-home, joint decision mom and has lost her identity. She swears she's never stepped out physically, but at this point I feel like it would have been easier if she had. I am moving out. I don't want this for my daughters. My heart is broken and I don't know what to do anymore. Edit, wife is now in the travel trailer. Edit 2, the wife and I are doing some serious talking and soul searching right now. I will admit to my share of problems in our mirage. My kids are my whole world, and somewhere along the way I lost sight of my wife. And she lost sight of me. We are going to jointly decide the best path forward for us and our daughters. Whether that be as husband and wife or as co-parents. Therapy is in our future, whether as individuals or as a couple, most likely both. Comment 1. Second this, too many people move out to be away from the problem. She destroyed your relationship and lied to you for years. Also, does she really think some other dude is going to want to deal with her bullshit and kids? Lol, she sounds delusional at best. I would tell her to get out if she wanted, but I would not be leaving the house I paid for. Comment 2. What a shitty human being. Why have kids with you? Why stay so long if she doesn't love you? She's a terrible person for how many times she could have done the right thing rather than hurt you in the worst way. Now you will never be her friend. Gray rock and start practicing the 180 and protect your children as much as possible. Legally protect yourself and make her a stranger except for kids. Hell, let her run away from her kids to chase some terrible childhood relationship that she has romanticized. Your children deserve better, but it's best she leaves immediately and traumatizes them one time rather than repeatedly. Comment 3. Why are you moving out? You didn't do anything wrong, and you pay the bills. Tell her to leave, and go be free from her shackles. For what it's worth, it is extremely common for a WS to rewrite history, often even rewriting their emotions. It's part and parcel of the affair fog, so don't take it literal. Anyways, yeah, boot her out, look after your kids, and serve her divorce papers while she's still in the fog. Look up the 180 and gray rock treatments. Now is the time to be stoic and strong. You can fall apart later, after you handle business. Comment 4. So after 14 years with you, this dude just comes back into her life? She's in affair fog. There was a reason back then that they didn't stay together, that will rear its ugly head again. Don't move out. See a good family attorney in your area immediately. If she wants to end it, she can leave. Separate your finances. Insist she get a job if she wants to live independently. Protect yourself here. Look up gray rock and use it on her. Only communicate about the children. What do you want from this? Do you want the relationship to end? Are you done? If so, file for divorce or do what the attorney tells you. Unfortunately, she might be entitled to alimony here. Go find a good therapist for yourself to help you here. Focus on you and your children, not her now. Until she comes out of the fog, do not play the pick-me dance and don't engage with her. Comment 5. I am so sorry that this has happened to you. It's a hurt that is hard to ever get over. It's a rejection that is meant to deeply cut the betrayed spouse, because the wayward spouse cannot accept what they have done, and want to put all of the blame for the dissolution of the marriage on the betrayed spouse. There is no walking this one back. My only suggestions are practical ones. Get counseling/therapy for yourself. Retain an attorney. If your state has a limit as to when you can actually file for divorce, then have your attorney draw up an agreement of separation. That way your wife cannot claim spousal desertion. Standard advice is to keep this to yourself, but you are under no obligation to do so. This is the point where you want to control the narrative. You may want to let friends, family, and even work know what has happened. Your wife may actually turn around and reverse what she said to you. Unfortunately, once a bell has been rung, it can't be unrung. Once you have secured a place for yourself, arrange for a sheriff's deputy or police officer to accompany you to your house in order to remove your personal belongings. From this point forward, do not ever be alone with your wife again. Also, start to separate your finances if you happen to have joint accounts. This is lousy and it's going to get lousier, unfortunately. The only communication you should now be having with your wife is about the kids, or if there is an emergency at the house. Comment 6. Do not leave. She is a stay-at-home mom and has not contributed to the purchase of the house. Kick her out. Get a lawyer. Be very cold. Do a 180. If she talks to you, look at her like you must be kidding me. If she tries to go out and go on dates, let her be. Document these. She already admitted to not being in love with you. What more do you need? Do not do anything for her. Take care of your kids. The only thing that will shake her up is divorce papers. If she's on your phone plan, take her out. She has to pay for everything she needs moving forward. Open a new bank account and move all your money there. She used you for so long, now make her feel what it is like to no longer have that support. It's time to be vicious so you can protect yourself. Comment 7. It's very hard to do what is necessary. You don't want to see your family ripped apart. You love your children and loving memories together as a family. This will be very, very hard and you will feel like you are losing everything. Trust everyone here. Do not hold on to hope that you will fix everything and win the pick-me dance, especially not now. Given your wife's explanation, which many of us have heard, it's like they follow a script. She is deep in the limerent fog and will gaslight, lie, and hurt you to get her fixed like a drug addict. She will try to quit and come back to you half a dozen times over the course of months, only to leave you again or secret contact him a few days later, which will hurt you every single time it happens, and your kids will be able to see your pain. Your wife needs to experience consequences, and the first one should be the divorce papers you file immediately. Many say you can always withdraw the divorce filing before it's final, but I'd recommend steeling yourself to go through with it. If sometime in the future your wife snaps out, you will be rebuilding your relationship from scratch, so the current marriage is dead anyway. Even if she comes crawling back, you cannot trust this woman anymore. That will become clear to you in the coming months as your head clears from this trauma, and you'll be glad to have the decoupling logistics out of the way. Comment 8. Brother, do not leave your house. She broke the home. She can go live on someone's couch. That's your home. You've worked for it. Get the idea out of your head that she is a good mother. She is not. Good parents don't deliberately destroy the home. Get a lawyer now. Serve her now. You can stop it at any time before it is final. Separate your finances, and even if you both decide to reconcile, keep them that way. Get checked for whatever cooties she may have passed on to you. Do not even mention divorce to her, just slap her with the papers unannounced. This is not the first time she has cheated. This is the first time you caught her, because she was dumb enough to take your kids to meet him. That is pure ducking evil, and as far as cheating goes, pure ducking stupid. Remember that. Let that sink in. Protect yourself, protect your kids, and protect your home. Stop paying for her school. Let her find out how much Mr. Backwards Hat wants to support her. She will be in for a rude awakening. P.S. Tell your family, her family, and your friends. Don't bother with her friends. They already know and likely encouraged it. Comment 9. This is extreme cheater behavior. She is just justifying her actions now she has been found out. Of course she stayed with you for 14 years because she likes being unhappy. BS, she is living out some fantasy and you are now an obstacle to her dreams. I am sorry fella, you must protect yourself and the children, as she is no longer your friend, she is your enemy. This is how she is framing it, so she can treat you with contempt. You need to get legal advice and inform friends and family of what is going on, as she is likely to attempt to bring you down to get her way. This is a serious situation and you have to get on the front foot. She is too far gone to listen to your pleas and will twist this to fit her narrative. Record conversations and deal with matters only related to the children. Remember, you are not to blame and you are not crazy. She is trying to make you doubt yourself and what you know to be reality. This is what cheaters do. Do not move out the house, as she will be in the ascendancy when you come to the divorce. If anyone moves out, it should be her. Do not let her take the kids. Take care and good luck. Comment 10. Divorce her. This is beyond cruel. She will regret saying this to you. She's creating a fantasy in her head. Once she dates this guy again, she will be just as disappointed and broken as she was before she got into the relationship. She's trying to find someone who will save her instead of saving herself and working through her shit in therapy. I'm sorry, Op. That being said, she probably did love you, Op. Possibly still does. Feelings are fickle, and like I said, she is creating a narrative in her head to help escape her reality and soothe her ego. She will one day realize how good she had it with you. She will think and start to miss you. She might even beg for you to take her back after that other guy dumps her. However, you will be strong enough to not take her back in. Only talk about your kids and legal stuff. No going down memory lane. You will find someone who loves you just as much as you love them. Thanks you for watching Everyday New Movies. See you soon.